Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program, of all things. I have been on a bit of a space kick recently. I've been watching First Man and Apollo 13, and I really enjoyed the beta for Mars Horizons, which sort of takes a Kerbal rocketry program and mixes it almost with the XCOM-y, at least the base building component, not the combat component. Bit of a Civ sort of bit as well, sort of turn-based. And I thought, I really need to get into Kerbal. I've bounced off it so many times just because there's so many tutorials and it's so dry. So I jumped in both feet off the channel, and I've been playing it for a couple of hours on the just jumping into the campaign and figuring out the basics. And you know what? It is way more accessible than I realize. I understand how the game loop works, which is enough. I wouldn't want to be an expert. I think part of the fun would be watching me blow shit up by accident because I don't know what I'm doing. But the loop is really well thought out and I love it. And I almost regret going into the tutorials in the first place. Like, I get that they're there to help get you on track, but truly, I think just going in and giving a go is the way to do it. So we're going to go for it because Kerbal 2 is coming out this year. It looks cool. This game seems like just the game I want to play right now. So I'm actually going to start fresh. We're going to start new, and we do career mode. I'll explain what I understand as I go. I'm not an expert, but I feel like my audience, you guys that lean scientific, that lean engineering, you're probably going to be with me on this one. So we're going to just start it up. Overwrite, that's fine, baby. Let's go. But there is a loop of doing experiments and gathering scientific data and contracts that facilitate that. And a research tree. So you do have a bit of a carrot on a stick thing, which is great because I have no time for open sandbox on its own. We've been through that before. I just can't do it. I'm not creative. So I'll show. So we've got all our different buildings. Don't worry about it. Pretend that screen's not even there. Down here are our things, and even then, we're only going to click on a few of them, right? Research, to give you an idea of where we're sort of heading. Look at that. That's insane. But at the moment, we have 0 points. I think maybe we'll be able to generate an income through like satellite observations, like something like that. But at the moment, we're just going to be launching little missions, and then they take a crew report or whatever, and they relay data that has diminishing returns as well. So you have to come up with new and inventive things to sort of get scientifically. So at the moment, we don't really have much in the way of tech, but that's what we're going to work towards. So we want to generate research to then tech up, okay? So what we're going to do, actually, if we've got a mission control, these are jobs that are open for us at the moment. Orbit Kerbal, you got to be joking. That is not even remotely in my wheelhouse yet. Escape the atmosphere, even that, I wouldn't know what to do then. God, I worry. When we finally do, it's probably going to be a one-way ticket for the poor prick that we send out there. But look, launch our first vessel. Absolutely, we can do that. And gather scientific data from Kerbal. I think these are fixed. You can have 2 contracts, and you click on that. Okay, so we're going to go active, right? And it actually does give us a quick crew report before launching. So we can just do that on the launch pad. But again, I had to do a lot of Googling to figure out how to do this crap. It's fine if any of the lights are... Yeah, that's fine, cool. And it says, achieve goal, incomplete. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbal. Now, the cool thing is, recover means your vessel comes back and you can actually click on it and go, recover vessel, bring it back home, right? So you got to land it. If you want to transmit the data, like maybe you think it's not going to make it, maybe it's going to smash, or maybe you've got something like on an extended orbit, like it's in a mission, it's not coming home, then you would need to transmit the data, but I think it's like at 70% or whatever, like you only get so much data. So ultimately what we want to be doing is launching rockets, having them land safely, and recovering the data that we gather along the way. Okay, so that's clear. Launch our first vessel. There you go, you just got to launch it off the launch pad or runway, because you can create aeroplanes as well, but we don't really have a lot of tools in our tool shed. Okay, so that should give you an idea of what we're going to do now. We've got our contracts, and we've got a plan. So we're going to go to the vehicle assembly building. This is where I think you spend probably 90% of the game. Okay, hello, sir. And you can just click. This is what I do. I just explored by clicking on what do we got? What do we got? And we've got this, a command module, which we're going to need. Alright, so we're going to go down. Let's This is the only engine that we have. So let's just do that, right? We've got aerodynamic fins, which now I'm glad I did the tutorial to at least teach me a bit of the building basics. So we're going to pick a fin. We're going to go down here. You can cycle through it with left click. This is your symmetry. If it's just like that, it's 1. But if you were to do that, see how it's a 2 symmetry? It's going to want to put 2 fins across from each other. I'm actually going to go to max symmetry. What is that? 1, 2, 3. That's 8. Because that makes sense in my brain. Let's keep that as stable as physically possible. And you've also got a snap toggle. You might not have realized, but like... or actually, so if I turn that snap toggle off, it sort of moves smoothly around. But if you toggle, it has a hex snap. You can see snap, 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 which I love. I love working in cubic units and that sort of stuff. Ground, thermal, communication. Now, science. It gives us this mystery goo thing, right? Now, I don't think there's a big advantage of having multiples of these, but because we're having a really basic straight-up ship, I kind of want to keep it all balanced. And I figure maybe if we do it in triplicate like that... Oh no, no. If we go triple, that's probably going to be the best distribution that we can come up with, right? Alright, so I only need one of those gooby containers, but I think I want symmetry as well. I want to try not to knock my rocket off trajectory. You can also put your center of mass, thrust, and your aerodynamic overlays, but as long as everything's just running straight down the center, that seems pretty bloody good to me. And we're also going to put a parachute on, otherwise we're going to die. Now, the staging. We're going to separate this out. It might seem like a lot. This is all I learned from the tutorials. Okay, so stage 1 goes first, funnily enough, down to 0. It's a countdown. We put the engine in stage 1, and we put the parachute in stage 2. Right? So essentially what's going to happen there, I think we can actually make that stage on its own. I haven't really explored all this too much. That's a bit much for me right now, okay? Little bits. Still learning. But essentially, this is putting them in a space bar activatable. This is almost like programming. So what we've done now, if we've told it that when we hit space bar, it's going to fire this bloody rocket. It's all attached. It's all one thing. We don't have any decouplers researched. And then when we hit space bar again, it's going to activate the parachute, right? And I'm still not really super clear on when the best altitude is for that. I mean, look, it says 1,000. Am I to assume that it's going to detonate at You know, I've actually been pulling the trigger at around 2,000 recently. I'm going to do this, and we'll give it a chance. We'll give it, like, what I think is happening there is it's saying, from the tutorial I think I remember, that at 2,000 it will auto stage. So we'll give that a go. If we pass 2,000 it doesn't, I'll just hit it myself. So that's the plan. So what we're going to do is, let's, I don't know, let's call it Scarlet 1. Right? That sounds cool. Let's get into it. Enjoy it. Save, launch. Here we go. Now you can, if you shank a launch, it lets you redo it quite easily, and I'm not really sure what the spirit of this game is, because if you redo it, you don't get the, so like say we crash this and then say, okay, no, start again, I can't get the data from that launch. So I'm not sure if you sort of just commit or you re-roll, but I don't know. I think maybe we just commit like Iron Man it. I'm not sure. Alright, so it said get a crew report on the launch pad, which we right click on this and you go and you click crew report. Right? Crew report, 1 out of 1. So you see here you could transmit it with power and data and all that. But I'm gonna go keep. Alright, so when we land they'll get their bloody crew report back. It did tell us how much we were gonna get anyway, so that's kinda cool. And then you can also observe mystery goo, but what if we observe it here? Oh yeah. 3 science. Why is that like that? Observe from launch pad. It doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, so we're going to go keep report. But we've also got spare goos. So I'm going to observe a goo when we're in flight. Right, when we're at like the height. Alright, here we go. Ready, steady, spaghetti. Hopefully we shouldn't have to steer it or do anything. She should just go bloody great guns. You know? We're out of fuel. Sort of just going. I'll observe me goo now. 7 science. While flying at Kerbal. It wobbles and jiggles as the craft flies. Alright, well let's keep that experiment. That sounds pretty cool. Now, if I were to take another crew report, I believe you override it. So if we go review report, it's only a little bit of science, but it is from the launch pad. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that. Alright. Now, I can attempt to steer this, but I've got a little bit of boost ability, but not a lot. So this thing just wants to aerodynamically do this. And go down, which terrifies me, because it's going to build up speed. And, oh dear. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's not much I can do. I don't have enough control. You can see my little controls down the bottom corner trying to stop it, sort of thing. But we're getting quite fast. Part of me is really tempted to stage that thing earlier. Well, we've hit 3,000 meters. Let's see. Alright, is it going to stage on its own? Nope. Uh-oh. Come on, 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 come on. That just scared the shit out of me. Alright, so it didn't auto-stage as I thought it might at 2,000. So I don't know what to make of any of that. But, hey, we pulled the trigger alright, 200 meters out. That's cool. Now you can go up here and you can speed the game up to just sort of get that landing happening. And that should land fine, right? Okay, maybe not. That was a bit rough. How could we have changed that? How could we have made that a cleaner landing? Well, look, old Jebediah Kerman, he seems pretty happy. So then we just go escape and we just go back to the space center, right? Yeah, so I guess this serves as a little bit of an introduction. I've learnt how to start the game, you know? Now we can go over there. There's our little bloke there, right? And then we can go recover. And look at this. There's my crew report from Launchpad. Mystery goo from Launchpad. Mystery goo from flying. I like it's trademarked goo. Recovery of a vessel that survived a flight. That's good. That's good science. We got all our parts back as well, and that returns some... Oh, and fuel as well, so we can recover funds. And we got old Jebediah back, and he got 1 XP, so he's pretty bloody chuffed with that. And I guess we've got reputation or something. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that's what this is here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, that's the game. And then it's just go. Go as hard and as far as you can. So we got 26 XP. And then it's like, oh, what can we get here? We can get fuel tanks. And this looks like it's like you can maneuver with it a bit more. Slightly can deflect its thrust to aid in craft control. So that's cool. And then engineering 101. So having a decoupler is going to be big. And look, thermometer and antenna as well. That's going to be pretty helpful for like data, you know, like research. So we're going to unlock that. I might just unlock this as well. Now I've got 16 left. 20, 18, 15. Oh, we could unlock this as well. So we've got heat shields, a barometer, and these radiator panels help dissipate heat into space. Micro landing strut, designed for space probes or lightweight landers. Basically made of toothpicks. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. We might be able to land properly now. That's exciting. So I'm going to research that as well, but we're back down to nil. And like I said, I think that's pretty much the gameplay loop of this, and I am bloody all about it. Now, if we go to mission control, we have completed these, and so we can get 2 more. I'm going to stick with these little 1 stars. Now, conduct a focused observational survey. It gives you coordinates as to where to go. Near zone, blah, blah, blah. But until we can build planes, or I just have more control over my flight capacity, I don't think that's really feasible. Like, at the moment, all I can really do is fire rockets straight up and try not to die. Now, what's this? See, now that's just for different blokes, right? Go observe somewhere else, right? Now, what about this? Haul solid fuel booster into flight. Okay, we want you to haul a booster. Well, that seems pretty straightforward. Let's do that. Have solid booster. Yeah. Or maybe, do I not have that actual technology yet? Oh, hang on, we'll have to check that. RT5 solid booster. So I'm going to go... Research might be the best way to check that. I've got an RT10. Oh, there you go. RT5 Flea. That's the thing that we started with, right? So it's essentially the mission that we just did. What am I doing? I don't want to be in research. I want to be in mission control. Alright, so haul that up. Flying. Oh, altitude. 1,000 meters? Well, we passed that easily. Speed. Oh, and a certain speed too. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can do that. And then the hammer will be the next one. Test that. Which I'm gonna bloody take that too. Alright? Cool? Cool. So, if we go back to the assembly... The Scarlet one, eh? So, we could probably just send the exact same ship up, right? Because we need to test that type of booster. That's what it wanted. That's all it really wanted. Don't need a decoupler. Well, actually, because I worry about that assembly being attached to it. That was a bit dangerous, you know? What's this? Payload. Service bay. A heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components. Oh, okay. That sounds cool. Ground. Yeah. I want landing struts. How can I do that? No, that seems... That's not going to happen. That's going to all burn up. Can I, like, hide them? Can I put them inside that, What was that? This thing. This payload. This service bay. Alright, so if I just go yoink and pull that off and go boop. Can I put legs in there? Like inside it? No, maybe not. So... I think maybe we need to open. Ooh, how cool is that? Okay, hang on, there might be more going on here. Let's can I like start retracted? Oh. How cool is that? Can I put another one of these? Can I like extend it? No, they're distinctly different bays, aren't they? So this is, I can get around being this kind of creative, you know? What if I put little things on there? Hang on. Get rid of this. I might be able to... hang on, Mate, let's go hard in the symmetry, right? Oh, hang on, what's going on there? It's not really lining up well with the... Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh yeah! No. Okay, so that might not be... This creates a problem. I want to change this now. Let's do it on this symmetry. One, two, three. Ah, that's much better. Alright, so if I go... What's this? Deploy shielded? Enabled? Start extended. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Start retracted. Yeah, I've got little landing legs on it now. What are we going to do next? Like, what else have we got? We got these parachutes. Now, they're like assist parachutes, which I don't think is going to be a problem. How's our center of everything going? That's fine. So this thing's going to want to nosedive straight back down again, which I'm not necessarily against. You know, it's not like we've added more thrust. We got out of the last one pretty safe and sound. Yeah, they're my little legs. So we can put a heat shield, right? I don't think we need it. But then, at what point do we put it on? Like, when my dudes start cooking? A radially attachable radiator panel to help dissipate heat into space. No. Not applicable right now, team. See now, a surface mount, a lightweight antenna suitable for moderate range communication, long range backup. Yeah, we don't really need that, I don't think, unless of course... How much is that going to mess with my center of gravity? Oh, it's just not. What about if I... Yeah, okay. Because we only need one goo. I think we only need one goo. Okay, science. What else we got? Now we've got a thermometer. Alright. I'm very keen to chuck that on. And we've got a barometer as well. Look at this. Oh, so many experiments. Our center seems pretty good still. And there's our parachutes. Now, what's this? A radial mount drogue chute. Radial mount parachute. It's placed radially instead of on the top. Yeah, but the problem, I think, right? Surely if I place this on, it's gonna... Is that not gonna make my whole thing go sideways? My whole rig? I'm terrified now. I might put these drogue chutes on. In a triple... No, triple's fine. Oh, let's do it in quads actually, because... Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? We'll pop all those chutes together in that one stage. That sounds good. We'll have that as a first sort of stage, and then I'll do all my little bloody experiments while I'm up there as well. Oh man, I guess we call this the Scarlet 2, right? And then I can save that, and then let's launch. Let's go. So yeah, essentially the core mission is just to launch with this particular booster, but you know. Oh, and I'll have to remember to stage those as well. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's much more to it. So let's go. Oh shit. Hang on. Come on. Slow, steady. trying to just straighten it out a bit. Alright. Alright. Okay. Jeez, that scared me. Log temperature. Keep. Goo. Yep, keep. Barometer. Log pressure data. Alright, we Gucci team. Alright. Alright, so we'll just sort of let it do its thing. 4,000 meters. We didn't go that high, which is expected because I just loaded it up with more weight. That's about it. Alright. I'm gonna pop before 2,000. Oh, wow. Look at that. Definitely didn't need to pop that early. And now I'm gonna stage these. Extend. Oh, look at me go. Oh, all that time that I said I wouldn't do rocketry or anything like that. Mate. This is the game for me. Mr. Redundancy, right? Mr. I have to have backup systems on every part of my base station is. Look at this. It's literally my second rocket I've ever made, and it's got 5 parachutes, legs. It's going at grandma speed in its descent. Oh, man. That's so good. But we're going to recover the whole ship. Pretty much. Yeah. So I think I could, like, potentially piss off and do other stuff while this runs sort of in real time in the background. Because you can have multiple things going. Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's going to land nice and neat and tidy. Look. Oh. Mate, you love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, cool. I think I can go here. Recover vessel. Nice. Alright, Mystery Goo flying. Yeah, it was going to be not great anyway. We knew that. Temperature over Kerbal shores. Yeah. Pressure scan while flying at Kerbal. Yeah, are they technically different things? Over Kerbal shores while flying at Kerbal. I think maybe they count as different biomes, you know? And recovery of a vessel that survived the flight. Okay, look at that. We got a whole bunch of science. That's nice. And Jebediah got no XP. Why is that? If I go to my... I think I've got like an astronaut complex. Flight at Kerbal. Maybe I'll give someone else a go next time. Like, I get a feeling... I like the diminishing returns and how savage they are, but like, you can't just spam the same experiment, you know? And it seems like that might be the case with the experience. Like, he's already flown over Kerbal in a little space, in a little booster launch, so I can't just keep doing it. I have to give him bigger bites of the pie, which excites me. Okay, so if we go to our R&D, we got 20 points. How much are these? They're probably getting up there. Yeah, 45. Now, this is winglets. Reach for the stars with keeping our spacecraft pointed generally in the right direction, right? Radial decoupler. Oh, actually, that sounds really handy. We haven't used the decoupler yet, but we will. Aerodynamic nose cone. Okay. And then we've got this other, like, boost thumper. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Which one do we get? General rocketry or stability? I might go with stability. We'll go with stability. Yeah. And then I guess we could look at our contracts. We would have completed that last one. What was it? Yeah, haul the flea thing. Yeah, that worked. Everything worked out fine. So I guess we could probably just do the test flea solid booster in flight over Kerbal. Oh, maybe oh, look at that altitude. 64,000. And how far did we have to go with the other one? Oh, 1,000. Okay, I don't think we've gone even close to 64,000. That's a bit terrifying. But we need to do something, right? Test decoupler splash down at Kerbin. Anyway, look, I might finish there for the moment and we'll re-examine the missions. But I do like the missions are sort of helping push me forward out of the comfort zone as well. So, man, such a great game. Don't sleep on it. There's a reason it's so popular and famous. And like I said, I've had a run at this game so many times and I've bounced off it. And what I should have done from the beginning was just bloody jump in feet first and given it a red hot go in career mode, and I would have loved it so much more. So that's my warning to those out there that haven't discovered the majesty of this game. I am really looking forward to playing more of this and its sequel that's obviously around the corner as well. Alright team, we might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.